You think the backbone of a major tech firm looks like slick open offices with beanbags and artisanal coffee? Cute. It doesn't. The real heartbeat of this world smells like burnt circuits, anxiety, and the faint despair of people who know they've peaked before lunch. It looks like me, Jamie, huddled over 3 monitors in a server room that doubles as a storage closet, sipping instant coffee that tastes like regret and ash, praying that the automated deployment scripts in San Francisco don't decide today is the day to implode. I've been the lead systems engineer for 8 years. Fancy title, fancy stress. My job? Prevent the entire digital infrastructure from collapsing while entitled tech bros in hoodies think clicking deploy is an art form. I am the silent hand. I am why your cloud storage doesn't vanish mid-presentation, why your AI chatbot doesn't tell investors to go jump off a bridge. The system I manage is called GridNet. Sounds sleek, right? Like Elon Musk would Instagram it from space. Reality? It's a Frankenstein's monster stitched together from code written in 2003 by a guy named Phil, who probably now haunts GitHub as a ghost commit. It lives in temperamental harmony with a few patches I've added over the years, secret scripts that are essentially duct tape and caffeine. Treat it wrong, even glance at it sideways, and your entire global deployment can crash faster than a crypto token in a bear market. This particular Tuesday began like any other Tuesday. Me, bleary-eyed, sitting on a chair with a cracked wheel that I stole from HR 3 years ago, logging in. "Morning, sunshine," mumbled Greg, my shift lead, shoving a protein bar into his mouth with the enthusiasm of a man who's given up hope. "Don't," I said, not looking up. My reflection on the monitor stared back, hair a knot of survival, eyes the color of sleep deprivation, skin that screamed, "Yes, caffeine is my only friend." Greg spat crumbs. "East Coast cluster? It's effed," I said, already typing. Scripts firing in sequence, servers humming, dashboards flickering green, the sacred green of life amidst chaos. Within 10 minutes, I'd prevented a potential outage in New York, patched the lag in Chicago, and manually rerouted a botched API call that would have triggered a worldwide rollback. Green. Beautiful. Soothing green. People think tech runs on algorithms. It doesn't. It runs on stubborn, sleep-deprived engineers who refuse to let the universe win. Then they walked in. The door clicked, air pressure shifted, perfume and entitlement hit like a hurricane. Enter the newest disaster, Tyler and Vanessa. Tyler's the CEO's nephew, tall, perfectly coiffed, MBA from the University of Flexibility, and full of ideas that belong in a startup pitch video. Vanessa is a digital transformation consultant, with perfectly manicured nails and the confidence of someone who has never actually built anything of value. "Jamie, we're here to observe," Tyler said, voice dripping with self-importance. "We want to see how GridNet operates before we make it scalable." Scalable. Translation. I was about to be replaced by a dashboard that costs more than my yearly salary. I didn't rise. I didn't flinch. "Observe all you want. Just don't touch." They smiled. That predator-like confidence that comes from never being told no. They didn't understand. GridNet is alive. You don't touch it. You negotiate. You whisper sweet nothings to it while hoping it doesn't kill your Monday. Fast forward. The next 2 weeks were a massacre. Tyler and Vanessa insisted on a streamlined workflow. They fired people with institutional memory, replaced them with interns who thought DevOps was tweeting the server status, and installed a smart dashboard that immediately sent 40 production servers into a panic loop. My emails explaining catastrophic risks were met with, "Thanks for the input, Jamie. Trust the process." Courtney started shadowing me, not observing, shadowing, hovering, TikTok scrolling, asking questions that made me wonder how humanity survived the last century. "Why are there so many scripts?" she asked, pink nails tapping my keyboard. "Can't we just color code?" Yes, because the entire internet runs on pink, yellow, and red. But I wasn't about to let them destroy everything I'd built. Over the weekend, I did something subtle, not sabotage, art. I centralized all my custom scripts into a single encrypted directory linked to my login credentials. If I was employed, the system worked. If I wasn't, chaos would bloom like a virus in springtime. I printed out the old IP clause, buried it in HR's archive, and went home knowing the trap was set. Monday morning, I smiled. Blake, Tyler, was already staring at dashboards he didn't understand, pointing at servers that were failing spectacularly. Jamie, why isn't this working? I sipped my coffee, calm, collected, because you thought GridNet was a toy. The hurricane had arrived, and I was standing in the eye, smiling.